We begin today with the news that 21 U.S. governors are taking a stand against the president's U.S. refugee resettlement program.
And this comes after Friday's terrorist attacks in Paris that left at least 129 people dead.
New threats from ISIS of potential attacks on U.S. soil have raised concerns about homeland security, an issue President Obama addressed today at the G20 summit in Turkey. The president said that the U.S. will continue to welcome refugees from war-torn Syria despite national security concerns. But now 21 governors are rejecting this notion, saying that they will take action to halt the refugee resettlement program until their concerns are addressed.
And this afternoon, Governor Otter released his plans for Idaho. Shannon Camp has been following this story, has the latest.
Dee and Carolyn, according to the United Nations, the civil war in Syria has displaced more than 4 million people since 2011. Now, most of those refugees have fled to Europe, but President Obama has announced plans to take in 10,000 Syrian refugees in the next 12 months. Now, reports that one of the bombers in the Paris attacks may have entered France with other migrants is causing concern for several U.S. officials. At last count, like you said, 21 governors from around the U.S. say they will take action to block Syrian refugees from entering their states, citing public safety as the reason. Now, that includes Idaho. Governor Otter released a statement urging President Obama to halt the refugee resettlement project until the vetting process is reviewed and the state's concerns are addressed. In a letter to the president, Otter said in part, "I am duty-bound to do whatever I can to protect the people of Idaho from harm. Instead of Congress rubber stamping the program each year, we ask that you and Congress work with the states and governors to thoroughly review this process and how states are affected." One local refugee group said that blocking refugees altogether is a hasty move made out of fear.
That is based on fear and misinformation as well. There is a tremendous vetting process that takes place through the FBI, through the Homeland Security. There's also the intelligence agencies, the State Department. They all have independent vetting processes.
The U.S. Homeland Security Department said today that refugees face the highest level of security screening by anyone entering the U.S. Republican lawmakers say they may try to use a must-pass government spending legislation to block the president's plans to increase the number of Syrian refugees entering the U.S. Congress is facing a deadline of December 11th to approve a spending bill that would keep the government running. Dee and Carolyn.
Well,